And we believe in the West End, and this gives the West End a little shot in the arm for growth and new purposing. This building has been a wonderful facility for Liberty Steel and Georgetown Steel, and it has been a hub for many, many years. Since it's been vacant, it kind of lost something. So now I feel like we're just putting some more energy back into it and more energy back into the neighborhood.
In my opinion, it's the beginning of a renaissance of Georgetown. With the embarkation of the new City Hall here in this really, I think, iconic building. I mean, the steel mill helped build the city of Georgetown, and this is paying some homage to the industry that helped make Georgetown great. And so we've got an adaptive reuse here that's going to include new facade, complete new offices, 40 offices inside, the council chambers that the mayor talked about, room for expansion, over 18,000 square feet. And more importantly, it kind of refocuses the center of the city. Our old offices, our temporary offices are on High Market. I don't consider Front Street the focus. I mean, it's an important part of Georgetown, but I believe this is the new center because you have to, you can look now, but you have to envision 10 and 20 years from now what's going to be here with the whole redevelopment of the steel mill property, the IP property. Think about Front Street coming down and turning the corner of Fraser, and then coming down South Fraser, and then behind it seeing new buildings, residential, offices, light industry, perhaps some heavy industrial on the IP site. We need a mixture of businesses, and we need the housing to support it. Right now, it's, in my opinion, it's tough on the residents because they're bearing the brunt of the city's overhead. The property taxes are what they are. We need businesses to help spread that burden. More houses is an option, but houses use the facilities. They use the utilities. They use they're kind of a demand on our general administrative budget. We need businesses to help spread that load a little bit. And so what I hope here, the city's making a commitment to the council is making a commitment to the city to redirect our focus and to this building acts as a catalyst for the redevelopment and investment, not only in the city and in the port property and river properties, but also the West End.
There's a lot of talk about growth, and you've mentioned it several times. But one thing we hear when we hear elected officials say that is that we're starting to lose our historic charm, and the emphasis on the historic part of the city is starting to fade away. How do you answer that when people say that?
Well, we're currently going through the combining our codes. I don't know if you're aware of that. So we're taking zoning, and we're taking land planning, and we're taking the ARB and combining them into one unified development ordinance. And in doing that, that's going to make sure that these ordinances are complementary of one another. And my vision, I'll say one of the things I'm going to push for is that the ARB maintains control of not only the balance of Front Street, but also the development of the steel mill property, things that we own, particularly the frontage of it, because we want to maintain that character. We're not going to rebuild historic buildings, but that vernacular has to be complementary to the new developments. So it's got to be a thoughtful process. That's why the Community Appearance Board is so important. That's why the Architectural Review Board is so important to be contributing to these master plans and the future development.